That's a small loom, could be much larger depending to the rug that you are weaving. That doesn't mean that, dear guests, all the rugs we have here, over 10,000 pieces, they have not been made by only Nushan, okay? We have a large selection, over 10,000 pieces, collected in a long period of time. We have some rugs which is more than 20 years in the collection. Quite big inventory we have, okay? So, dear guests, the first process to start a weaving rug, we are going to set up a loom. Set up the loom, it's not just like this one. It's really quite complicated. Just set up the loom takes 2 weeks for master weavers, and not every master weavers also are able to set up also the loom. This is another professionality to set up the loom. When you look at this, dear guests, you see this threads, warps, skeleton of the rug, it's 2 row. See here? Can you see that, everybody? Yeah. What she's doing, she's pulling 2 vertical threads, not accidentally. She has to know which 2. That's how she makes the pattern. And after pulling 2 threads, then she makes the decision for the colors. Nushan, come down, please. Slowly. We don't see okay. So, she is pulling 2 threads. And then, the color of the pile, which is going to be the knot, she loops around the first, around the second one, and then she's pulling down, secure it, cut it. This means 1 double knot. 1 more. First, second loop, pulls it down, secure it, cut it. 1 by 1. You guess there are 2 different knots in the world, 2 different types, style of the knot, single and double knot. In Turkey, all the regions of Turkey, we use double knot. The rest of the world is single knot. Okay? So what means that just easily, double knot means strongest knot in the world. Impossible to pull out 1 double knot. That's one of the reasons they last generations. This is only labor. Of course, you need special material quality and also colors. The other very important. I'll tell you about that one also. Weaving rugs has 3 different processes. This is first process, making the knot. 1 by 1 next to each others, and she's following row by row. Okay? Free, yeah, you are taking pictures. That's free. So, after she finished whole this row with knotting process, then the second process, she is going to pass through here a horizontal thread after each row. This is what we call weft. Warp, weft, and this is the pile. Okay? And then, dear guests, this heavy iron cup, how she is locking the knots. Okay? With this one, she's going to push the knot together, which is important for the quality of the rugs. And it's a process of locking the knots also. That's how when you see tighter weave, that gives you sharp patterns on the rugs. This is an important process. Let's see this. The rest of the world, Chinese, Iranian, Afghanian, Indian, they are all, this process they do by a machine. It's just one time pushing down. But we don't use any process, any machine. It's every process are by hand. Look at that.
The warp and the weft are what fabric? Are they cotton?
Which one?
The warp and the weft.
Well, it depends to the rug. This one is pure silk. But some rugs are warp is like cotton. The piles are wool or silk. It's mixed. It depends to the rugs. But this is pure silk.
And same with the what do you call it last? The pile. Same with
the pile. Yeah, pile is also silk on this one. Yeah. But some tribal rugs, mostly they are woolen pile. Okay. But this is an imperial style rug, silk one. Especially small pieces for wall hanging. I'll show you examples, finished one. I will show you, okay? So after, yes, pushing that thread, then now you lock the nuts. And the last process, after each row, the rest of the pile. This process also in the world, they are using machine, an electronic machine. Do you know what machines they cut the ships and hairs? So they use the same machine for cutting the rest of the pile. But we do that process also by hand. It's not after she finished whole the rug. It's just 1 row by 1 row. Okay. This adjustable scissor is just for that kind of the rugs. So after each row, I cut my hands also, and she's going to cut the rest of the pile like this.
That allows you row by row to cut closer.
Exactly.
Otherwise you'd be too
That is exactly. That is how you can do finer weave, finer pile, and also it's all in the same length, no wavy. Okay, so which is it's important for the quality of the rug. That's the reason they are coming much popular. Okay, so this one, dear guests, we use 3 different material in Turkey: silk, wool, and cotton. They all have different specialties. They all have the quality. Okay, so material is another thing affects to the quality of the rugs. Okay. In Turkey, only ladies are weaving the rugs. Okay, that's a culture. In the rest of the world, men in the workshop they also make the rugs. But in Turkey, everyone made by ladies. Maybe the man doesn't have that much patience to do this ones, but only ladies are weaving the rugs. So if any of you ladies, please feel free, would like to try just as an experience, Nushin can help you. We have a sit here. You can sit next to her and just make it. Maybe just for picture.